another podcast. So recently I was on the second episode of VariantPictures podcast, and we had a lot of fun. The new episode is on his channel right now, and the link will be in the description. And I highly encourage you to check out his videos. He's a fan film veteran, and he's made a lot of cool videos and films across his two channels. On my channel, though, I'm gonna post a little 3-minute snippet of the podcast as a sneak peek, and it'd be awesome if you guys could check it out if you get the chance. On the pod, we talk a lot about fan films and the state of the community and stuff, and it was just a really fun conversation. His account will be in my featured channels tab, and the link to the podcast will be in the description, like I said. So if you like podcasts, you got some free time, give it a look. That'd be really cool. But yeah, check out the podcast, and I'll see you guys later.
I remember the lead up to that. That was pretty interesting.
I remember the lead up of that from my perspective, but I have no idea. Same thing with my current movies. I don't know what guy see it from the comments, but I don't know what the feelings of people are for the lead up of it and stuff, I guess.
I mean, I could tell you when the lead up to Retribution was happening, I was sort of looking at that, and I'd seen like Responsibility, and I was like, all right. I was like, this is fine enough. I'm not like offended by it. Like this is
right.
decent.
And
like
this is.
And then I was like, so Retribution was coming out, and I was like, all right, this looks like a bit of a step up. And I think the thing that I noticed that I was like genuinely like, dang, if only I could do that, was I think most people, it was the point that they fixated on. I saw a lot of people talking about this, was like, there's like one shot in the trailer where like Spider-Man's eyes like do the thing.
Yeah, dude.
And like
I haven't seen many people do that. I know. I hadn't seen many people do that at the time.
Even though like
that was just
in your film, it's like it doesn't particularly look like a lens. It just looks like it's like kind of blurry a little bit. So
it's like a shape mask.
Exactly.
That they use. It wasn't a great effect.
But I think better than most people had tried.
Yeah. Even. Right. Well, that's because I didn't do that effect. I outsourced that to my buddy Cypher Films. And I think Novus Pictures is what he was called at the time also. There's two different people who did effects for that. But then I learned how to kind of do effects.
Then you learned how to actually do stuff properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think like one of the things that I always tried to do with my movies was to, as much as I could, understand the limitations of what I had. And because I still kind of don't. You know, I think a lot of people I've seen are crippled by that in some ways, where it's like, oh, like I could never do something, so I'm not even gonna try. I think it's
I thought you meant like doing too much when you don't have that much, because that's what I do. Is that I do too much when I don't. But then again, like, that's just me being ambitious.
I mean, there's two sides to it. There's people that like don't try when they could. And like, so their fan films, or generally projects, doesn't have to be a fan film, but their projects end up being kind of like they could do more, and it's like you could feel like they are limiting themselves when they don't. That was
responsibility, because I was scared to do. I didn't want to do a full fight scene. There's not really a full fight scene in that movie.
Yeah,
and stuff.
And then there's the opposite, where it's like people try too much for what they can do. So
I think
really,
responsibility and retribution are both sides of the coin right there.
So. If you want examples, you watching at home, if you want examples of both of the things I just named, just watch the two fan films.
There you go. Perfect.